वेलकम टू वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। वी आर डिस्कसिंग मैनेजमेंट कंट्रोल सिस्टम सेशन 14 मैनेजमेंट कंट्रोल ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स। टॉपिक्स कवर्ड आर नेचर ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स, contrast with ongoing operations, the control environment, project organization structure, contractual relationship, information structure, project planning and control techniques, project execution, system of reporting for project control, and project evaluation. Nature of projects. Projects basically क्या होता है, एक set of activities होता है. Why this set of activities? इनका purpose होता है so as to accomplish a specified end result. और इनका एक sufficient importance होता है management के लिए. Projects जो हैं बहुत तरह के होते हैं from simple to complex. There are some projects which are related to construction of roads or railways and airports or a change in the plant layout. These are certain examples. We can also say a project can also be defined as a non-repetitive activity in the sense that every project they have their own unique properties, unique activities and unique object. Now there are certain characteristics of a project. Every object is goal oriented, which is undertaken with a particular end or goal in mind. The second characteristic is that they all have a particular set of constraints which are usually in terms of the time and resources. And lastly, output of all the project is measurable. Now contrast with ongoing operations that we do. There are some fundamental differences हर process और procedures के projects में with their ongoing activities which are basically risen with different management control. The first is the single objective. In contrast to the ongoing operations, every project they have a single objective. And it is the management responsibility and the management become the responsibility center in an ongoing operations. The second is the organization structure. Now it is usually to find out that the organizational structure of an ongoing operations it is basically superimposed and passed on project organization with disregard to the fact that the project they have special requirements in terms of their manpower, specialization or functional knowledge. The third is the focus on the project. Now project control, it focuses on the project whose objectives they are basically to produce a satisfactory product within a constraint, within a time constraint, within the cost which is specified. The fourth is the need for trade-off. When we say need for trade-off, the projects they involve a trade-off. The trade-off they usually occur in a project due to constraint of any of the resources. Resources could be time or the cost. So cost can be reduced by decreasing the scope of the projects. It is the cost that has to be kept within the limit. One may have to reduce the scope of the project also. Then comes less reliable standards. So performance standards they tend to be less reliable for projects than for the ongoing operations. Now the causes for variations in performance standard in any project designs which is unique for every project, although the project specifications for producing the projects they are the same. Now there are frequent changes in the plan. There are some projects which are a set of interlinked activities. So very bottleneck at this point in time may force the project manager to change the sequence of activities. Then comes different rhythm. a rhythm of a project in terms of the level of activity and the expense, they differ significantly from that of the ongoing organization. In an ongoing organization, the level of activity and the expenses, they are uniform over a period of time, and they may change in any direction depending upon the demand and supply factor. The last is the greater environmental influence. So project schedules, they tend to be relatively more influenced by external environment as compared with that of the ongoing operations. Now the underlying reason being that the inputs and the processes for projects, they are sensitive to environmental changes. These environmental changes could be floods or high temperature or severe cold or even high rains also. They can also disrupt the project schedule and even damage the property. When we talk about the control environment, in control environment, it is the project organization structure. जो project organization होता है एक temporary organization होता है जो कि after the project is completed it is disbanded. So there are many variations in project organization structure which are to a great extent dependent on the nature of the project or the duration of the project, even the location of the project also. Now depending upon these factors, the product organization, they would vary, and hence the control system would also vary. अगर हम देखें कि एक project जो है, if it is managed, handled entirely by an outside organization, तो जो formal relationship होता है, it needs to be established with that organization. Both informally and formal means of communication should also be developed. So the flow of information between the two, it will depend upon the specifications that are laid down in the contract. Now in case the project is undertaken by a sponsoring organization themselves, so a part of the work that would be delegated to the various functional units, and these functional units, they will depute some of its employees in that particular project. Now there are certain management control problems in both the cases. Now the first is the matrix organization. When we talk about matrix organization, if the project team, it consists of members which are drawn from various units of the sponsoring organization. Now what happens, the members, they face a very unique situation of handling two bosses at the same time. One is that of the project manager and another is the manager of their functional unit. They now to whom they are permanently assigned. Now such an organization, they are defined as matrix organization. In such type of organization, what happens, the basic control question is basically how to set the priority among the project task and the functional unit task. The second is the evaluation of organization structure. When we talk about the organization value structure, the structure of the project team, it changes with the progress of the project. So in the planning phase, what happens, most of the members, they would be from cross-functional areas. When we say cross-functional areas, these are the areas like finance, marketing, human resource. And the team at this stage, they also include cost accountants or even architect, engineers, human resource consultant also. We also can discuss contractual relationship. Now projects where and which are outsourced to contractors, right? An additional level of project control is created. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, the primary responsibility of control is basically of the organization who is executing the project. Now the primary function of the additional level of the project control which is there in such type of contract is to study the control system of the contractor and adapt and modify it in a way that is able to feed the control information requirement of the sponsoring organization. Now contracts, they are basically of two types. First is the fixed price contract and another is the cost reimbursement. When we say fixed price contract, the contractor here agrees to complete the specified task by a specified date and at a specified task. So everything is fixed in a fixed price contract. As compared to cost reimbursement contract, here what happens, the sponsor, he agrees to pay the reasonable cost plus a profit in percentage terms or a fixed amount. In these contracts what happens, a ceiling on cost is also imposed. Now these types of contracts, what happens, sponsor, they have considerable responsibility in controlling the cost, therefore they require management control system. When we say information structure includes work packages. When we say work packages, किसी भी मैनेजमेंट कंट्रोल सिस्टम के लिए the information is required to be structured by the elements of the project. So the smallest element, it is called the work package, and the way in which these work packages are aggregated, it is called the work breakdown structure. So in construction of a house, the work packages, they are laying of the foundation, raising of the wall, electric fitting, sanitary fitting, fixture of doors and wood. So a work package is basically measurable increment of work, right? So the work package, they have a very clear identifiable completion point which is called as milestone, right? So now if we say if the project consists of many similar work packages, so each of these packages, they should be defined in the same way as that of the cost and schedule. Similarly, if the industry averages about the work package, cost and schedule standards are available, they should be made use of. For example, indirect cost. So when we talk about indirect cost, कोई भी वर्क पैकेज को डिफाइन करने के लिए अदर देन द डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट, इनडायरेक्ट कॉस्ट नीड्स टू बी कंसिडर्ड. सो द डायरेक्ट कॉस्ट, दे आर चार्ज टू द कंसर्न वर्क पैकेजेस, बट there are cost and expenses which could not be charged to any of the work packages, जैसे कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव और सपोर्ट एक्टिविटीज होती हैं. तो ये जो एक्सपेंसेस होते हैं, they are established and estimated usually as per unit of time, and these are charged to these accounts only. So the cost accounts, they should be charged as per the rules which are already defined. So these rules, they are relating to the charging of cost to the project, then the approving authority and their specified signing powers, they are developed in advance. When we talk about project planning, in the planning phase, the starting points, they are rough estimates which are used in the decisions to undertake the projects. Now these rough estimates, they are refined into detailed specification for any project or schedule and cost. So in this phase what happened, the management control system and the underlying task control systems are designed for the project. Now what happens, the planning process एक road map बनाता है for undertaking various activities of the project, and so that they are coordinated and how well the responsibilities are taken into consideration. They also take the time schedule for completion of each task is also taken into consideration. When we discuss about the nature of project plan, now the finalized plan, when we say, they consist of basically three parts. स्कोप होता है, शेड्यूल होता है और कॉस्ट होता है. व्हेन वी से कॉस्ट, जो कॉस्ट पार्ट होता है वो हर वर्क पैकेज का, पर्सन का या ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल यूनिट हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दैट वर्क पैकेज, इट स्पेसिफाइज द कॉस्ट फॉर ऑल ऑफ देम. सो इफ द प्रोजेक्ट is of a nature where specifications are not known beforehand, this selection is very brief and general. When we talk about schedules, शेड्यूल पार्ट जो होता है वो सीक्वेंसिंग ऑफ एक्टिविटीज के लिए होता है और बताता है कि एस्टिमेटेड टाइम कितना जरूरी होगा सो दैट द एक्टिविटी बिकम्स कंप्लीटेड. एंड द थर्ड इज द कॉस्ट. Cost in a budget or a project budget, they are basically known as control budgets. So the reason behind why it is called a cost budget, क्योंकि जो actual cost incur होती है, it is actually compared against the cost which is stated in the budget, and they are usually stated in the monetary terms. So usually the monetary terms, they are shown only for the aggregate of several work packages, until and unless the work packages they are quite large. Project planning and control techniques. Now there are several techniques which are used for project planning. The first technique which is very popularly known and used is Gantt chart. When we talk about Gantt chart, Gantt is a very simple technique of showing through horizontal bars and graphs the starting time and the completion time of different activities in a project. Furthermore, each of these activities is broken into different phases in which starting of the phase it depends on the completion of the previous phase. Another is the program budgeting. When a project it is in a implementation stage but yet not commissioned, project technique it comes very handy and it helps in monitoring program of the project. Now this method basically approaches the problem by breaking up the project into several work units and establishing expenditure norms for such work unit. So what happens, the control under program budgets, it is done by comparing actual physical performance which is in the terms of work unit with the planned expenditure, right? Now when we talk about project execution, what happens, the result or the output of the planning process it acts as a guideline for any project execution. जितने भी प्लानिंग प्रोसेसेस के रिजल्ट्स हैं दे आर स्पेसिफाइड एंड स्पेसिफिकेशन ऑफ वर्क पैकेजेस और शेड्यूल और बजट्स जितने भी हैं एंड द मैनेजर हु इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ईच वर्क पैकेज दे आर आइडेंटिफाइड. Then the schedule, it shows the time which is associated with each activity, and the budget estimated shows the estimated cost of each project. What happens if the resources are shown in the non-monetary terms? The control budget convert the same in monetary terms, but for a sizable aggregation of individual work packages. Also in the control process, what happens, जितने भी actual data which are relating to specifications or schedules or cost, वो compare करे जाते हैं estimations के साथ. जितने भी sponsors और project managers हैं, they are basically concerned with three types of question. पहला question होता है कि is the project going to be completed by the schedule completion date? क्या वो on time complete होगा या फिर वो stated specifications को meet करेगा? That is the completed work going to meet the slated specification? And lastly, they are encountered with the question, is the work going to be completed within the estimated cost? Whether or not the project is exceeding the cost or whether they are within the purview of the estimated cost only. Then system for reporting for project control. अब क्या होता है, project managers or sponsors they are both interested in the variances of cost या फिर schedule और specifications में. किसी भी work down structures के लिए project manager जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा interested है to find out a relationship between what kind of planned value of work क्या है या फिर actual cost of work क्या है at the same time period. Now there are 5 potential causes for any kind of variance to occur. पहला है variation की completion of more or less work than schedule. Second is more or less usage of labor than planned for the actual work. Third is more or less wages which are paid than the plan for the actual work used. The fourth is usage of more or less material than planned for the work completed. And lastly, paid more or less than planned for material actually used. Now comes the stage of project evaluation. Project evaluation जो है वो दो पार्ट को बहुत अच्छे से इंक्लूड करता है, स्टडी करता है. पहला जो एस्पेक्ट है उसका वो है an evaluation of performance in executing the project. दूसरा एस्पेक्ट है an evaluation of the results which are obtained from the project. Now the first one, it is undertaken shortly after the completion of the project, and the second one is a continuous process and it is more complexer process. Now what happens, the second aspect, it is basically concerned with the operational efficiency or the customer satisfaction, even the manpower reduction also. Now these variables to a large extent they are dependent on other variables. Now this aspect of project evaluation, when we talk about, it is a very complex and continuous process. Now evaluation of project, it also should be done taking into consideration the following cases. The first is basically the project should be important enough to warrant the consideration. वो इतना important होना चाहिए so that a necessary expenditure is associated with the formal evaluation. The second, जितने भी result हैं वो quantifiable होने चाहिए and should be capable of attracting and attributed to the project. And lastly, the results of any evaluation, they should lead to the actions. The evaluation process, thus it leads to a refinement of the planning and the procedures. There are two exercises that needs to be done. Explain the weaknesses of Gantt chart as a technique of project control, and explain the role of financial staff in project evaluation. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning and relearning.